Hari Om. I would like to start today's session with a verse sent by one of my students, Dr. Sriram Iyer. Very nice verse. Vaktram yasya divakaranvayabhuvas samspardhate chandiram padambhoja rajastu gautama sati shapapaham yasya vai saram veda cha yasya shubhadam nama pradhano manuho tam vande pavanatmajatma nilayam sitapatim raghavam. I salute, I bow down to Raghava, the consort of Sita, Sitapatim, the one who resides in the heart of Hanuman, the Pavanatmaja Atmanilayam, the descendant of the solar dynasty, Divakara Anvaya Bhuhu, whose face rivals the moon, Samspardhate Chandiram, the dust of whose feet freed Ahalya, the wife of Gautama, of her curse. Padam bhoja rajaha Gautama sati shapapaham yasya vai. Okay. And the one whose auspicious name, yasya shubhadam nama, is the essence of the Vedas, Veda chayasya saram, and the foremost of all the manus, the human beings. So I bow down to that Raghava. Okay. So with this, let us start. So Pratihari reports that the ascetics are there. Tatah pravishanti Gautami sahitaha Shakuntalam puraskritya munayaha. Okay. Shakuntala is in front, Gautami and Shakuntala, and the munis come. Puraschayesham Kanchuki Purohitascha, and Kanchuki and Purohita, they escort this team. Itaito Bhavantaha. Then Sharangrava and Sharadvata, they have been coming through the city, right? All through their life, they have been growing up, nourished, nurtured in the vana, in the kind of ashrama. So for a person who comes from a village, from an ashrama to a big crowded city, he doesn't much like. It gets suffocating for him. We saw this verse last time also, so I will just quickly read it. Mahabhagaha kamam narapatihi abhinna sthiti rasau. For abhinna sthiti rasau, I think there is one quotation from Raghuvamsha as well. And Raghuvamsha, Dilipa, in the third sarga, Dilipa is described by Kalidasa as Amausta chanena pararghya janmana sthitera bhetta sthitimantam anvayam. Anvayam sthitimantam iti amausta. Dilipa regarded his anvaya, his lineage, as sthitimantam, as steady at the birth of Raghu. Okay? And pararghya janmana, whose janma was very great, pararghya, very valuable. And how was this Dilipa? Sthitehe abhetta. And the commentator there also has commented it as Maryada Palakaha. Sthite Rabheta is Maryada Palakaha. So Abhinna Sthitihi Asau, this Nripati, this Dushyanta, Kamam, may he be Maryada Palaka, a very great king, Narapatihi, Mahabhagaha. For Mahabhaga also there is a definition of Mahabhaga given in the notes by M.R. Kale. He says, Arabhya utpattim amrityoho. Arabhya utpattim, right from birth till death, amrityoho, kalanko yasya na bhavet. One who does not have any tarnish, any blame on his character. Syachaiva anupama kirtihi Mahabhagasya uchyate. And one who has unparalleled fame is called Mahabhaga. The simple dissolution of the samasa would be Mahat Bhagyam Asya Iti, or Yasya Saha. So Mahabhagaha ayam narapatihi yaha abhinna sthitihi asau Mahabhagaha kamam Mahabhagaha bhavet na kaschit varnanam apatham apakrishtopi bhajate. And even the lowest of the lower Varna will not go beyond his prescribed path, apatham. So it is not kupatham. Last time I just mentioned that it is not kupatham, it is apatham. A is a negation, right? A is a negation, but then the negation has multiple meanings. And I got that verse, and therefore I am repeating this shloka today. So, Shat Nayarthaha, Shat Prakirtitaha. There are 6 types of meanings of Nay, Nakara. And what are the 6 meanings? Tat Sadrishyam, Abhavascha, Tadanyatvam, Tadalpata, Aprashastyam, Virodhascha, Nayartha, Shat Prakirtitaha. So, here apatha also is not just abhava of anything. Tat sadrushya abhava. Sadrushya is also there, but little lacking. Like when we say abrahmanaha, he is brahmana sadrushaha, but not a brahmana. So sadrushya. Abhave yatha abhojanam, bhojana bhavaha. Then anyatvam yatha pataha aghataha. That is ghatabhinnaha pataha. So anyatvam. Alpatve yatha anudari kanya. Alpodari, one who with a flat belly. Nowadays, the girls aim for such things. Flat belly, right? Anudari kanya, alpodari ityarthaha, alpatve. Aprashastye, adhanam. Adhanam charmadhanam. When the phrase comes as adhanam charmadhanam, charmadhanam aprashastam iti uchyate. And virodhe yatha adharmaha, that is para apakaraha, parapakaraha, it is dharma virodhi. So what I mean to say is apatha need not necessarily mean kupatha, okay? It is pathabhinnatva, okay? This is, brilliantly used by Sri Ramanujacharya, because I remembered Sushila Mami, I am remembering Ramanujacharya. So when he refutes in his Shri Bhashya, a very profound Bhashya Tika on Brahma Sutras by Sri Ramanuja, very, very profound, very lofty, to read Shri Bhashya is like a brain exercise, okay? So when he refutes avidya there, avidya, he says, it is not vidyayaha abhavaha. It could be other than vidya, itara vidyetaratvat. So vidya itara, that is one meaning. Then abhava is one meaning, and vidya virodhi is another meaning. So out of the 6 meanings, he has taken 3 meanings in his Shri Bhashya. So what Sharangrava wants to say is that this Narapati is ruling very nicely. In his kingdom, nobody deviates from the prescribed path for every varna, for every ashrama, for every vayas, etc. Okay? So, varnanam apakrishtaha api apatham na bhajate tathapi. So, everything is, going on so well, tathapi. Still something is pricking his heart. Tathapi idam shashvat parichita viviktena manasa, because my mind is, eternally familiar with viviktatva, that is the seclusion. We saw this word last time, viviktatva, seclusion and isolation. Jana kiranam manye hutavaha paritam grihamiva. I feel this place crowded with people. Janaihi akiranam. Akiranam samantat. Samantat kiranam. People are there. Wherever you go, people, you see everywhere people. You don't see the nature at all. You don't see the birds and the animals. You see people everywhere, like a city of Mumbai, the crowded local trains. Jana kiranam. Manye hutavaha paritam grihamiva. As if this is a house on fire. So she is getting suffocated. Okay. Sharadvata says, Sthane bhavan purapraveshat itham bhutaha sampravrittaha. So samvrittaha. So you have become like this. His situation, Sharadvata's situation, is not different, but he expresses it in a different manner. Aham api. Api here gives you, I also, I am seconding your views, and I want to add something more to that. And then his view, when I said that whenever not Ramanuja, Kalidasa explains these pairs, they are always contrasting or contradicting the pairs. Like we had Dharini and Iravati in Malavikagnimitaram. Like we have Priyambada and Anasuya here. Similarly here Sharangrava and Sharadvata. So Sharangrava is more of, about his own self, how he is feeling suffocated and कब मैं यहाँ से निकल पड़ूँ, that is his own whole thing, right? Whereas Sharadvata is thinking more deeply into the atmosphere and how it affects him. So what are his inputs, what is his opinion about this? So he says, Abhyaktam iva snataha shuchihi ashuchimiva prabuddhaha iva suptam baddham iva svairagatihi janamiha sukhasanginam avaimi. So I feel that, this is like the people who have taken bath, but I feel, they haven't yet taken bath. They are not yet bathed. Abhyaktamiva. They are anointed with oil and still they have to clean up their bodies. Okay. Then one who is pure, I feel he is impure. Shuchihi ashuchimiva. And one who has waken up, prabuddha, I feel he is yet sleeping. Now all these has deeper meanings. We will see Raghava Bhatta's commentary for that. I am going to read every word of it. Very nice commentary. And then one who is awake, he seems to be sleeping. And one with the free movement, Svairagati, I feel as if he is bound and fettered by something. So that is his take on the city people and the environment. So we'll read the Bhashya, the commentary, Abhyaktamiva. So he says, Aham sukha sanginam janam idrusham avaimi. That is the main sentence. Sukha sanginam janam avaimi. I feel that the people are addicted to happiness. Sukha sanginam. Sanja is to get attached to. So everybody, likes happy, to be happy. All our efforts are to be happy. Sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti. These are the two sides of the same coin. That is the human goal. For that only we strive. For that only we do the Trivarga sadhana and the moksha sadhana also. The moksha also we want for the kaivalya prapti, that is ultimate bliss, right? So, sukha, but that is happiness for everybody. Here you are attached to. You don't think anything else but to be happy. Sukha sanginam, addicted to happiness. Tvam tu agniparita grihamiva janasi ahamapi etadrisham iti api shabdarthaha. I also feel ahamapi etadrisham iti api shabdasya arthaha. Etadriktvam cha vishishta upamarupam kaha kamiva. So who is like who? Kaha kamiva. Like Shuchihi ashuchimiva, prabuddhaha suptamiva, snataha abhyaktamiva, like that. Kaha kamiva? Snataha abhyaktam. Abhyaktam is taila abhyaktam iva. One who is anointed with oil. Before taking bath, you can massage your body, anoint, with little oil and all. Anena, so that oil sticks to your body till you clean it with water. Right? With hot water, with mud or soaps nowadays. But otherwise, the oily body, though you take bath, though you have, if you have not taken bath, how would you look taila abhyaktam? So like that I feel, and anena, this is, the oil is sticking to the body, taila abhyaktam iva janam, but here he feels papa shlishtatvam dvanyate. Here it is the shlesh of papa, some sin, some evil things are attached, are, sticking to the body, like that. The city people are not pure at heart. They always think of their own happiness. They are more swarthy, they are more selfish, and therefore for getting their self things, accomplished, they don't care about others, and therefore that purity of mind is lost, and therefore anena papashlishtatvam dhvanyate. शुचिः अशुचिम् इव इति अनेन पत्यादिषु स्नेहादिविद्धत्वं ध्वन्यते. शुचिः अशुचिम् इव. So though they are pure, outwardly they are cleaned, shaucha, etc., yet ashuchim ityadina kim dhvanyate? Patyadishu snehadi viddhatvam. So there is some sort of lack of sneha towards pati. Pati is not necessarily husband. Pati is the swami. Pati is the master. Prabuddha suptam iva iti anena ajnana viddhatvam dhvanyate. Though they are awake, they feel like they are sleeping. That means they are under the veil, under the garb of avidya. So they are already covered by the sheet of avidya. Avidya ajnana viddhatvam vyajyate. Svaihi agati svairagatihi baddham iva iti anena prayatna sahasranayane paravasham vadatvam dhvanyate. Svairagatihi. So though they are moving freely, yet I feel that they are bound by something. They are bound by asha. Asha nama narasya rupam. What is that? आशा नाम काचिद आश्चर्य श्रृंखला यया बद्धा प्रधावन्ते मुक्तास्तिष्ठन्ति पंगुवत. So one who is bound by the asha, he goes on running. We are running in the metro cities. We don't take, even a single moment to have a deep breath and enjoy the sunset or sunrise or nice breeze and all. We are all the time running. Yaya baddha pradhavante. So asha. So that is the baddhatva. Malopama iyam. So this is the malopama. One after the other, the upamas come like a garland, strung with one another, okay, one after the other. So this is like abhyaktam iva. So another tailabhyaktam iva, as long as you don't take bath after tailabhyanga, abhyanga snana we do. So we put oil, anoint our bodies with oil. But unless we take bath, till that period, the person is called Chandala. So there is a Smriti Vachana here. Tailabhyange chitadhume maithune kshaurakarmani tavad bhavati chandalo yavat snanam samacharet. Tailabhyanga chitadhuma, and that is why, after tailabhyanga, you have to take bath. After reaching some dear and near one to smashana, chitadhuma, you have to come home. You come home and take bath. Maithuna, after maithuna also, one is supposed to take bath. And kshaura karmani, after the cutting of the hair and dadi and all, there is snana required. Otherwise, a person is called Chandala till then. Okay. So, because these are the what you can say ashrama bred people, they feel like this. And this prabuddham suptamiva, in that he says it is like ajnana vidyatvam. And there probably there is a reference to this, to yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. So this is what the commentator comments on this. So in general, there is, deha shuddhi, manas shuddhi. Deha shuddhi indicated by snana, snataha abhyaktamiva. Manas shuddhi, shuchi, shuchim ashuchimiva. Vairagya by tattvajnana, prabuddhaha suptamiva. And the shaking off of all the shackles of maya to attain moksha. So these are the steps of the Sopana Marga. First Deha Shuddhi, first comes Deha Shuddhi, then comes Manas Shuddhi, then comes Vairagya, and after Vairagya, which is one of the Sadhana Chatushtaya, when your Bhumika, your Prishtabhumi is ready, Viveka Vairagya, then Shamadhi Sampat, and then Mumukshutva, then you are Adhikari for Moksha. So, what I want to say is Sharadvata's reaction is more deeper. It is not only superficial or peripheral, like, oh, I feel suffocated and I feel like this entire house is on flame. It's not only the physical thing, he is concerned about. He is more concerned about the mentality, the attitude, and the perspective of the city people towards every other thing. Okay. So this is the more deeper thought which Sharadvata explains here. Abhyaktam snataha shuchira shuchimiva prabuddhaiva suptam baddhamiva svairagatihi janamiha sukha sanginam avaimi. Not sukhinam, but sukha sanginam. So that sukha sanga, sakti, asakti, that is what is emphasized here. So people of city are always addicted to life. They think nothing else but their own sukha. Okay. Shakuntala nimittam suchayitva. Now Shakuntala is also entering. She is not bothered about other things. She is more curious to meet her husband after so many months. But when she comes there, nimittam, she gets some omen. What is that? Aho, kim me vame tarat nayanam vispurati. Vame tarat nayanam, that is Dakshina nayanam. And this is, like the Shakuna Shastra, we have it in the right from the first act, we have it. When Dushyanta is entering the ashrama, Vame tarat bahu spurati, he says. For the Purushas, for the male, the main, the right, throbbing in the right parts of the body is regarded as Shubha Shakuna. And for the ladies, for the women, for the females, if there is a throbbing, there is kampa in the left part of their body, left arm or left eye, Papani fadafadate davya dolyachi. There is a song in Marathi, davya dolyachi. So the left eye, Papani fadafadate, that is the kampa, that is the throbbing. Okay. So kimetat vame tarat, but now here it is happening in the right eye. And therefore, it is ill omen. This is according to the Shakuna Shastra. This is ill omen. Nimittam suchayitva aho kim me vame tarat nayanam vispurati. Gautami is there. So she tries to console her, saying, Jate pratihatam amangalam. Ida pida talo. All the amangala, let it go off, I just want to ward off all the amangala and I am wishing all good things for you in your life. And therefore, sukhanite, shubhani or sukhanite, bhartrukula devata vitarantu. And now you are entering your bhartrukula, and therefore the devatas, the deities of your husband's lineage, bhartrukula devataha, te shubhani vitarantu. Let them confer upon you all the good things, all the benevolent things, and all the malevolent things, let them get warded off. Iti parikramati. So they just take a turn and they want to now enter the Rajakula, or that, not Rajakula, the Agnisharana, where Raja is waiting. Now Purohita, he sees the king, the king is already waiting there, waiting for the people. Purohita takes some time because he has to greet them and then bring them here, so he took some time. But Raja immediately left with Vetravati to Agnisharana. So Rajanam nirdishya, he points out to the king, and bho tapasvinaha asau atra bhavan varnashramanam rakshita prageva muktasanaha vaha pratipalayati. So the Purohita, he is the Purohita for the king. He will praise the king, and the king also deserves that sort of praise, right? And when he is going to introduce now, Please meet my king here. He will have all praises for him. I asau. Who is he? Varnashramanam Rakshita, who is the protector of all the Varnas and all the ashramas, all the people, the subjects in his kingdom. Atra Bhavan, with high respect. Vaha Pratipaleti, he is waiting for you. Muktasanaha, he is not seated, he is standing to welcome you. Muktasana can also mean that he was engaged in the seat of judgment. He was seated on the throne. We have seen it, right? And Purohit also knows that just now he had gone to relax for a while and he got the news that you have come. So even after the day's long work, right? So he is waiting for you, standing here and waiting for you. He is all praise for his king. Pashyatayenam, please see him. Sharangrava, little hot-tempered, and he doesn't, he is not used to listen to such, what you can say, flattering or panegyrics of the kings and all. They are not brought up in that environment, right? So, he may be great for you. The verse also he says, Kamam bhavatu mahabhagaha narapatirasau abhinna gatihi, etc. Kamam bhavatu nama, right? So he says, Bho Mahabrahmana, Kamam etad abhinandaniyam. This is certainly commendable. Certainly very, very, very great thing that he has been waiting for us. Tathapi vayamatra madhyasthaha. But for us, it is his duty. Now, for a king to wait for the Brahmanas, the king to give respect to the ascetics is his dharma. He is doing his dharma. Everybody is here. You only said he is Varnashramanam Rakshakaha, Rakshita and all. So what he is doing is only his kartavya. For us, it is not more like a praise, and like a flowery language. Oh, what great, oh, such a nice thing, you have been waiting. Sorry, I kept you waiting for long. Nothing of the sort. Sorry, I kept you waiting. No. That is his dharma. He has to wait. So, Bho Mahabrahmana. Now this Mahabrahmana, little explanation on that. Normally, Mahat Shabdo na diyate, there is a verse. What is that? The verse is something, Shankhe Taile Tatha Mause. Shankhe Taile Tatha Mause. Vaidye Jyotishake Dvije Yatrayam Pathi Nidrayam Mahat Shabdo na diyate. 9 things are enumerated. Mahat Shabdaha na diyate. The word Mahat, great, is not prefixed to what? Shankha, Mahashankha. No, Shankhadhvani, not Mahashankhadhvani. Then Taila, Mahataila is not used. Mahamausa is not used. Mahamausa literally refers to, as it is given in the Harshacharita of Banabhatta, Mahamausa is Naramausa, is the human flesh. And therefore, the Bhairavacharya and all that stuff in the Harshacharita, we have that Mahamausa. So, Mahamausa, Mahavaidya, it is sarcastic. Mahavaidya is sarcastic. That means the Vaidya doesn't know his stuff. He doesn't know his branch, well. Mahajyotishaka, no, never used. Mahadvija, that is Brahmana, not used. That is all sarcastic. All these are used in a sarcastic manner. And Mahayatra and Mahapatha. Mahayatra is the Antima Yatra, Ram Nam Satya Hai. Okay, that is called Mahayatra. And Mahapatha also is the same, the Patha towards the Smashana. And therefore, Mahat Shabdo na diyate. So, this is a Subhashita. Now, how come Kalidasa used this? Not only once. It is used in Kumarasambhava also. It is used by Bhatti in Ravanavadha. Bhatti also uses this. So, we'll have this, in the Kumarasambhava. Santanaka Kirana Mahapatham Tat Chinaushukai Kalpita Ketumalam when Shiva and Parvati are wedded in the 7th Sarga, I think it is 6th Sarga is their marriage, 7th Sarga, yeah. 7th Sarga, they are going back to the Aushadhi Prastha Nagari, and how the entire city is decorated. Gudhya Torane Gharo Ghari, Prabhu Ale Mandiri, right? So, how it is decorated? Kalpita Ketumalam Chinausukaihi, with the China flags fluttering everywhere, Chinausuka. It's a silk cloth. Then Santanaka Kirana Mahapatham. Santanaka is another name for Mandara tree. So Santanaka Akirana, Mandara flowers are scattered, are strewn all over the Mahapatha. That is the Rajapatha here. And it is भासो ज्वलत कांचन तोरणानाम स्थानांतरम स्वर्ग इवावभासे. So this looks like Swarga, that is the description Kalidasa gives. And Bhatti in his Ravanavadha also uses Mahabrahma Samuha Jushtaha in a good sense, not in a sarcastic manner. So what we can conclude is that the verse which is given, this is Subhashita, this doesn't occur in any of the older texts, it is not coming in any of the Sanskrit texts, it is just a Subhashita. Maybe some Subhashitakara of a late origin, because Subhashitas are anonymous. We don't know the Karta, right? They are all anonymous. So maybe this was coined and this was written later on, and Kalidasa's earlier date goes back to 1st century. So certainly these Subhashitas, with their style, with their language, they are like after 16th or 17th century, and so this is definitely later, and therefore Bhatti or Kalidasa, they were not aware of this. Not aware means they are using it in the usual manner. Maha is great, and later on somebody, when people started mocking at the Vaidya or the Jyotisha who is doing this as a jivika without having any substantial knowledge of the branch which he is practicing, that time this usage was done. So Mahavaidya, Mahajyotisha, oh, you consider yourself as Mahavaidya, but you know nothing, right? So this might have started after the deterioration, when people adopted to this only as a jivika and not as the faith in the vidya, okay? So that Shastra Nishtha, whatever you are practicing, you must have full faith in that, and you have to do it devoutly. That message also is given here. So during Kalidasa's time, during Bhatti's time, Bhatti is quite late, but still during those times, this Mahapatha or Mahabrahmana, they were not at all, like used in a sarcastic manner, and this must be of a late origin. So this is how we have to justify in the editing of the text. The editor's remarks, when there are any critical comments, how the critical comments they have to make, looking into all these other things, right? So, Bho Mahabrahmana, Kamametad Abhinandaniyam, Tathapi, Vayamatra Madhyasthaha, we are indifferent, we are neutral in this matter. He is doing his job, we are doing our job. We are also committed to our ashrama dharma and our varna dharma. He is also doing the same, nothing great, right? And then he says, Bhavanti namraha taravaha phalagamaihi navambubhihi dura vilambino ghanaha anuddhataha satpurushaha samruddhibhi svabhava evaisha paropakaranam. Now this is used more as a Subhashita. You can find this in Subhashita Ratna Bhandagara as well, okay? This is available there. Svabhava evaisha paropakaranam. Under the paropakara or sajjana prashamsa, durjana ninda, there are some categories in Subhashita Ratna Bhandagara. So sajjana prashamsa, you can find this. So this becomes a beautiful arthantaranyasa, and 3 examples are given previous to that. Taravaha namraha bhavanti phalagamaihi. When the trees get, plenty of what you can say, the fruits, they bend down low because of the bhar, because of the weight of the fruits, the twigs or the branches of the mango tree now. So many mangoes are there in our campus. So the branches are bending low. Bhavanti namraha taravaha. And that's why we say it's what? Low-hanging fruit. We can pluck it by hand, low-hanging fruit, because the trees bend low. Taravaha, not vanaspatayaha, because vanaspati blossoms only once, and these are the grains, the sasya. The taravaha, that is vrikshaha, like amradi vrikshaha, says the commentator. So bhavanti namraha taravaha phalagamaihi. So that is the nature of the trees. When they get phalagama talks of samruddhi. Talks of samruddhi. So when you get more and more, you become more and more humble. Not, this is where you have to remember when Kanava advised Shakuntala, Shushrooshasva Gurun Kurupriya Sakhi Vrittim Sapatni Jane Bhagyeshu Anutsekini. That was the word which he used. Bhagyeshu Anutsekini, Anutsekini, Utsicha. That is to get puffed up. सीना तान के चलना है. ओ मेरे पास गाड़ी है, मेरे पास बंगला है. Now everybody has गाड़ी and बंगला. मेरे पास Mercedes है. Okay, what of it? So bhagyeshu anutsekini. You don't get, puffed up by your bhagya, your fortune. So that is what the trees do. They don't get, elated. Oh, they got so many phalasambara, so much of phalasambara. They bend down. They become more namra, more vinamra. Phalagamaihi taravaha namraha bhavanti navambubhihi dura vilambino ghanaha. And ghanaha, the clouds also, when they are filled with water, otherwise they are soaring high in the sky. But when they get filled with water, they hang low because of the weight, right? They hang low. So on this we had, Visa Khandekar, a very great Marathi writer, Jnanapith awardee for his Yayati. So he had written a Laghu Katha called, Rupaka Katha called Don Megh. Don Megh was a katha, sometimes I studied in school. So there is a white cloud and there is a dark cloud, and the white cloud is teasing the dark cloud, and it goes up and up and up, and it teasing and mocking, oh, you poor fellow, you look so dark. I am going so high now, I'll go to the Swargaloka. And he enters the Swargaloka, but he is denied entry into that. And then the dark cloud, it has become too weighty with the water. It pours down that water, and then it becomes free, and it can float, and it gets a easy entry like on a red carpet to the Swargaloka, because he is the giver and the white cloud is not the giver. So the giver, one who gives what he has, gets the Swargaloka, and one who doesn't give anything but just, he is inflated by his bhagya, he doesn't get any entry. So I just remembered that Rupaka Katha. So Ghanaha Dura Vilambinaha, they hang very, very low, Nava Ambubhihi, with the new water, fresh rain water they have stored in their bellies, and therefore they are hanging very low. Anuddhataha purushaha satpurushaha samriddhibhihi. So the satpurusha, the noble people, with their fortunes, samriddhibhihi, anuddhataha, they are not at all proud. They don't become arrogant, because that is the nature of people who want to oblige others. Para upakarinam swabhava eva eshaha. So one who wants to bless others, one who wants to help others, one who wants to oblige others, they always have to become very accessible, very friendly, and very low, easily approachable and reachable. Okay? So Bhavanti Namraha Tarava, very nice Subhashita and very beautiful Arthantaranyasa Alankara. Now, Deva Prasanna Mukhavaranaha Drishyante See, the king had already one fear, we had seen that verse. Vetravati kimuddishya bhagavata kashyapena matsakasham rushayah preshitaha kim tavad vratinam upodha tapasam vignaihi tapodushitam. He had given some 3-4 possibilities. So why they have come all of a sudden? There was no intimation of their coming and they have come all of a sudden. Is there that their tapa is getting obstructed? Is somebody doing some evil work? Asacheshtitam kenapi pranishu ahosvit prasavo mamapa charitaihi vishtambhito virudham. Or the trees have stopped blossoming and flowering and giving fruits because of some of my bad deeds, So he was little apprehensive because Kanavashrama he's running a Gurukula, he's a Kulapati. Kulapati means 10,000 students working, not working, studying there in the ashrama. So why he has sent all of a sudden these rishis? So he was little bit worried about that. Now Pratihari sees it is a face reading. From the faces, you can see whether they are angry or whether they are pleased. Like for example, in the Aranyakanda, I think, yeah. So when in the Prasravana mountain, Rama and Lakshmana are resting for the Chaturmasa, the Varsha Ritu is there. And after the Varsha Ritu, he sends Lakshmana because Sugriva is immersed and involved in the pleasures and all that. He has forgotten everything about the Sita searching for Sita. So he sends Lakshmana there, Zab Vicharayla, go and ask, what is he doing now? And then when Lakshmana comes there, from his face, everybody knows, oh, he's so angry. So the face reading. Now the Pratihari says, Janami deva prasanna mukhavaranaha drishyante. King, don't bother, don't worry at all. Prasanna mukhavaranaha. They are happy because they are praising you. Sharangrava also praised, that na varnanam apakrishtopi apatham kopi na bhajate, etc. So prasanna varna mukhavarna drishyante janami vishrabdhakaryaha rishayah. So they have some their karya, they have come here with some work, but it is not to question you. The work which they have come on, the mission for which they have been sent, must be some good task, good work. Vishrabdha karyaha rishayah. And Raja sees Shakuntala, she is there, Avagunthanavati, okay? Atha atra bhavati, and we'll stop here. Atha atra bhavati, Shakuntala will meet next time, okay? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.